make a calendula ointment. Thought it was the right time to do a video, as the calendula oil that's been infusing for about 4 to 6 weeks is ready. But before I do that, I just wanted to show you. So here we go. We've got just the petals here of the Calendula officinalis. Here we have the whole flower head, and actually these bits here, the seeds. Now these were picked last year, and they've been drying, and I've actually bought these in to top up my supply. So you can see that you've got to, now actually the whole flower heads are really quite good, because when they're fresh, the calyx actually has quite a lot of resin, and that's where a lot of the medicinal properties are. So I've purposely dried the whole flower here, including the calyx, which you can see there. So it's really easy, simplistic recipe, to be honest. I've got about 1,000 millilitres of sweet almond oil in here. I use sweet almond because it absorbs into the skin a little bit better. It just works best for my family, but you can try different oils such as jojoba, coconut, etc., even olive oil. And then I'm using some organic beeswax. Sometimes I'll add maybe a tablespoon of coconut butter to this, just to give it a slightly different texture, but I've actually run out, so I'm simply going to use the traditional recipe. So what we're going to do is we're going to melt down the beeswax, then we're going to heat up the oil after we've sieved it, and we're going to add a few essential oils, and we're going to make our ointment. So I've got the calendula flowers in the sieve, the oil is draining through. There is 1,000 millilitres in there, but I just wanted to show you, I've actually added some of my dried rose petals, and also there's a little bit of chamomile in there too. It was just simply leftover herbs that I've chucked in, all really great for the skin regardless. Now normally I would use a piece of muslin and I would allow that to drip through overnight, but I haven't got the time, so I'm simply trying to squeeze out any of the excess oil you can see, because I don't want any wastage. You know, the proper way to do it would be to do it through the muslin, but just for the sake of the video, you can see there's quite a lot of oil there. Okay, so here is some beeswax which I've started to melt down. Ooh. And I'm going to let that continue to melt. It's because the oil's still a little bit cold. Okay, so the calendula oil and the beeswax have melted down. I'm now going to add several drops of essential oil. Now this is a blend that I've made with lavender, ylang ylang, and a sweet orange. It's got frankincense as well, so these are all really good essential oils for the skin. Probably going to need somewhere between 30 to 40 drops, and the key is to make sure that this is not too hot, otherwise the volatile oils will just evaporate and you will lose any lovely smell. The calendula's been mixed with the beeswax and the oil. The essential oils are in there, and we've got a little amber jar here, and what we're going to do, filling it up like so. Pop the lid on and you're done. It's as simple as that. What I'm actually going to do is leave this off so it can set. So you've made this ointment, what do you do with it? So calendula, there's been so many studies of calendula, the skin healing properties. It really is a go-to sort of ointment that you can use for anything, burns, cuts, scrapes. I've used it for fungal infections. In fact, I burnt myself earlier on the hob, and I've instantly added Swedish bitters and some of my calendula ointment. It's taken the heat away. This is a go-to cream for everything. Bee stings, the studies are quite incredible, and this humble little flower can be drunk as well. So it's got internal uses as well as topical uses.